Farnsworth.
Thank you, Mr. President. My question is, I'm wondering if you could clarify how this bill would interact with Title IX, a federal bill that has been so instrumental in ensuring women have equal access to sports opportunities.
Senator Kunis to the question.
Mr. President, this bill will also enshrine those rights of women who are participating in athletics and sports teams just as much as anybody else.
Senator Farnsworth.
Thank you, Mr. President. Would she yield for another question?
Senator Kunis, will you yield? She will yield. Senator Farnsworth.
Thank you, Mr. President. So in particular, I'd like to know how you see this interacting with folks who are born biologically male competing in women's sports.
Senator Kunis to the question.
Mr. President and members, those that are participating in the specific sports that they themselves identify will still have that opportunity to do so.
Senator Farnsworth.
Thank you, Mr. President. I suspected that that would be the answer. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about my daughter. I have a 14-year-old daughter, and she has some confidence issues. She's a bit of a perfectionist, doesn't like to do anything unless she can do it perfectly well. And last year in 7th grade, she started running cross country. And by the end of the season in cross country, she actually, as a 7th grader, was able to qualify for the state meet and was able to go down last year and this year and run state cross country. She's in track this year. To be at the top of her sport at that age, she runs the 5K in about 21 minutes. An average biological male can run the same race in about 19 minutes. Now, I say average because if you look at 90 runners that are the same age as my daughter, around number 45 finishes the race at about 19 minutes a mile. So, Mr. President, what we are doing with some of the language in this bill is we are saying that my daughter, who runs really fast for a, at the time, 13, now 14-year-old female, should be competing against biological males who are sort of average at their sport. And I think that sets us back, Mr. President. I think that sets the purpose of Title IX back. And we're telling our daughters that they should have to compete and expect that they're never going to be able to win in the sport that they are competing in. Thank you, Mr. President.
Any other